Goodbye, beast. We hardly knew ye, but you will return someday. Someday. Because technically, since the last video was the first video of Hollow Bastion, yeah, I had to follow my own rules. Anyway, hello to everybody, and welcome to part 33 of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. So last time, as I said last time, we arrived here at an original world for once, Hollow Bastion. We met up with Riku, we fought him, we lost Donald and Goofy only to have them be brought back only 20 minutes later, which, thinking about it, it's kind of pointless anyway. We met the Beast, who was looking for his love Belle, and, well, technically, he is joining in on our quest in Hollow Bastion. So, here we are in Hollow Bastion here, but before I move on to getting to properly explore this Hollow Bastion, or at least go further into it, we have a White Trinity right there. So, that fight that we had with Riku, where Donald and Goofy were brought back to our side, we actually got the White Trinity last time. So, yeah, that was our first example of that. And now we can actually properly do this thing proper. So, before we move on here, I do want to actually make notes of this little area right here that we're going through here. The very bottom of Hollow Bastion. Now, I've looked this up on the internet. Fortunately, I did practice this world. I very much did practice this world a lot. And you know these bubbles? You know these bubbles? You can freeze them. You can freeze them, and you can hop onto them so you can get treasure. And right up here, we have dark matter. Also, screw this area a lot. Screw this area a lot because I've spent in practice well over an hour. Well over an hour trying to see what lies beyond the beyond. Yeah, what lies beyond the beyond. And to tell you the truth, it basically amounted to nothing. Because the dungeon area of Hollow Bastion basically is just like, you know, an area filled with treasure chests that you can't get. Yeah, treasure chests that you can't get, things that you can't really see or do. Just, screw this area. Just screw this area a lot. A lot. I tried every conceivable thing possible. Every conceivable thing that I could possibly do. And yet, I still couldn't get every single thing known to man. So I just decided to say, screw it, I'm not going to do it for the LP. I got so frustrated. I got so frustrated with this area that I just decided to quit it. Because I swear, and also, another insult to the injury is the fact that I could have sworn, I could very much swear to you, on the PS3, I could do this. I could very much explore the upper levels of the dungeon area. But apparently it's just not meant to be. It's just not, you know, it's just not a thing that you can do. Which is a shame, because there are treasure chests. There are indeed treasure chests that you can get up there, but whenever I looked up the internet, it just seems impossible. It just seems very, very impossible that you can get those treasure chests. So, call me crazy, but I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. No. Just no. I may love this game, but that area can go screw itself. It just can. Alright, so now we're actually heading on to proper tones. So, here we are again at the castle gates, of course. And now that we have our Keyblade back, we can now finally deal with these Heartless. Thank God. So like I said, these guys can get really annoying, especially when they go around all over the place and you can't really attack them at all. It's kind of annoying like that. But what I can show off is the Metal Chocobo Keyblade, which we got from defeating Cloud at Olympus Coliseum. It possesses incredible power and reach, but it will reduce your max MP by 1. and it will rarely deal critical blows. So, yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool. Plus, it has a little chocobo keychain. So, that's cool. I mean, I'm gonna try it out for just the sake of keeping up with consistency of trying out new Keyblades and all that. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I am definitely going to do that. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Anywho, you'll realize that you can't actually go through that door that I showed off very, very briefly right there. So what is there to do? Go through the library and go through this book puzzle type thing that you basically have to do in order to get up here. In order to get up to the upper levels, I guess. So on the upper levels is a save point, which you can go to the gummy ship on, thankfully. And up here is a treasure. So, get that and you get an Ultima G. Now, the main point of this whole library scene is to just basically get all these books into their proper place. And yeah, you bet your ass I'm gonna do all of them. I am going to do all of them, believe you me. And plus, you need this Trinity in order to fully complete it, so... yeah, that's why I don't have Beast in the party. Just so that we can get everything out of the way immediately. So, you know. It's all good. Oh, and by the way, these things that you have to turn them, they contain treasure, as you plainly see. And also, as you plainly see... I'm not sure if this is just me or not, but I'm pretty sure you have to be in a very, very specific place if you want to get the treasure chest that's there. Like, see right there, I am pressing the prompt, the triangle prompt, when I'm on the very far right of the thing, and it actually works. So, it could be very well worth your time, considering that it contains item synthesis, materials, just in case you want to do item synthesis. And you just basically have to do this over and over and over again until you actually get it right. So it's a thing, but it's a thing you have to do if you want to get 100% in terms of treasure chests anyway. Either way, so basically this whole library section, I'm gonna do it all right away. Yeah, I'm just gonna basically do this all right away. Just so that we can, just so we don't have to worry about it later on. So we got an elixir right there. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And now we gotta find the book that fits onto the shelves. So as you can plainly see, they are filled with missing, books. Missing everything and all that good jive, all that good jazz. And that one will be the S Volume 6. And yeah, that just basically amounts to just putting the books on the proper shelves so that you can have access to, well, actually trying to complete this place. And I believe that's the right one, so... yeah, now we have to find M Volume 3, and now we had to actually properly find the place anyway. Or find the place where the book is anyway. So it's a thing. Also, I didn't really mention this last time, but I gotta praise the soundtrack again because I can't freaking praise it enough. Soundtrack of Hollow Bastion is good. It's good. Yeah, seriously though, Hollow Bastion's music is some very, very good stuff. Very good stuff. And the battle theme especially, and I can't even pronounce it, is very, very good. Very, very good. And again, reorchestration. Amazing. Great. Awesome. Sonic Colors joke. Either way, all that just to unlock a door. And I believe this is the last one. If this is the last one, I believe. then it will lead you to something good, which is another book, and it'll be H Volume 4. And H Volume 4, I believe, will belong to the upper levels of the library. So we might as well do that. Put that on the shelf, and there you go. That will lead us all the way over to the lift stop. And also, only way you can get these treasure chests that are floating in midair, how do they do that? Is by using the gravity spell. And yep, there are plenty of Dalmatians here to collect too. I'm gonna do yourself a favor and just go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom because this elevator sequence, even on the PS4, takes forever. Yeah, seriously, this elevator sequence, it actually does show you what's to come in Hollow Bastion, because these are areas we can go through later, but this elevator ride takes forever. It's like, it takes forever, and it just stank. It just stank. But it will be all worth it for you to get these chests. Like this Osmos G. And now I'm gonna do you a favor and skip ye. Alright. Now we actually move on, thankfully. Seriously, that took forever. It really did. Alright, so our main point for up here is to try to find a way to unlock the door so we can move on here. And by all accounts, speedrunning tactics are a go here, because what we're supposed to do here is we're supposed to collect those pieces of the door that is on there. That way we can open up the door to, you know, more stuff. And right over here is a red trinity that is required, and it will contain another piece of the emblem. Thankfully, my knowledge of events that have to do with speedrunning also take place precedence here, because this is actually the point of, you know, any given speedrun where I just say, hey, you gotta do all this stuff, and all that stuff, and all that good stuff. I forget the speedrunning tactics here. That's what you get when you don't record, like, enough, so that you have to go on an outdated, you know, schedule. Alright, so basically you can see the gameplay on screen right here. You can basically see that you have to do a number of really trivial things, like using thunder on the stone, lighting up all the candles, just to get all these emblem pieces that you need to get in order to move on. So, yeah. Anyway, you get all 4 emblem pieces and you are able to move on to the next portion of Hollow Bastion. Now that we've gotten all that out of the way, we go and insert the pieces by just repeatedly tapping the triangle button, of course. And we open up the door.
Why? It was mine.
Know this. The heart that is strong and true shall win the Keyblade.
What? You're saying my heart's weaker than his?
For that instant it was. However, you can become stronger. You showed no fear in stepping through the door to darkness. It held no terror for you. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
What should I do?
It's really quite simple. Open yourself to the darkness. That is all. Let your heart, your being, become darkness itself.
Alright, Heartless incoming. So finally we can see what the Metal Chocobo is capable of here. So it may lower your strength by 1. And it's not really the best Keyblade in the world, considering that the old one was a whole lot better. Or the one that we had, the Olympia, was a lot better. In fact, I would probably have to say that the Olympia Keyblade is probably one of your better options here. But, yeah, the Metal Chocobo is a thing. It's cool. So, yeah. Either way, I should actually equip an actual item onto me. And I'm gonna do the Raven's Claw. The Raven's Claw! And I feel terrible for Donald because he hasn't gotten a single... He hasn't gotten a single upgrade ever since. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, and also, as I've gotten comments from one guy saying I forgot to remove Ariel's items at Atlantica. Whoops. Alright, so, one thing I forgot to mention about Aurora here is the fact that Aurora actually does damage while providing defense. If you go up really, really close to an enemy, it actually does deal a little bit of damage, like chip damage. So it's all good. It's all good in that respect. It's very, very good. Actually, what do I do? You know what? Yeah, let's forget Gravity Break for right now, and let's actually do Critical Plus. I might as well do that. I mean, I would get Treasure Magnet, but no, I want to actually have abilities that are useful. Alright, so over here we go to another lift stop. And, of course, we got more of these guys. You can only attack these Heartless with the big shield from the back. Oh, and if you're really lucky, they actually drop an item. They actually do drop a very, very good item. And I believe it's for Dolan, so it's really, really good in that respect. That you fight as many of those enemies as possible. Oh, and also, before I forget my own advice, yeah, I might as well just hotkey Kira to the triangle button, actually. Alright, so over there, we got Orichalcum. So, I mean, we already got enough Orichalcum as it is. Because it's pretty damn obvious that we got way more than enough of these rare item synthesis items to deal with a whole lot as it is already. So, you know, it's a thing. It's a thing. Alright. So, we got more of these guys. Actually, is this? Oh, I'm stupid. Remember when you know what, forget everything I said about going to the, waterway from a different point of view. I actually kind of forgot about this. I thought you obviously had to freeze one of those bubbles. Like, the internet said it was actually really, really impossible for you to get up to this point, but no, apparently not. The internet lied to me. I spent well over an hour doing nothing, and all I had to do was just to go to the left stop from the door of the entrance hall and just... Wow. I feel really dumb right now. I feel kind of weird. I feel kind of weird right now, but... You know what? It's all good in the end, just to see, just to witness all the good stuff. Alright, Mithril. Oh my god. Okay. See, now that I'm actually going to be able to properly explore around this place, so that'll be good. Now, this is the way to get back into the dungeon, so if you ever wanted to go to the dungeon, again, from, you know, the waterway, then here you go. There you go. You have an easy way to get back over to where you were in the dungeon. At least to the upper portions, anyway. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more than enough lifts to do that anyway, so it's like, you know, it's all fine. It's all fine and good. You can basically tell Hollow Bastion is going to take a while. Because this is a big world. In fact, this is probably the biggest world in Kingdom Hearts. So, yeah. Expect a lot of videos in Hollow Bastion just trying to go through this place. And then again, I'm trying to get everything that I possibly can. So, whoa, hey! I guess Donald really came through for me in the end, I suppose. Okay, so this is basically a required fight section that we have to do. So, yeah, we got to deal with these big dragon bird things. They actually do drop really, really big HP balls. And they actually drop pretty decent items. Like high potions and all that. So it's all good in that respect. And it's also very well worth it to get plenty of items along the way, like Dalmatians, because apparently Dalmatians are also items. So you press that crystal, and that will allow you to basically use this as sort of a lift thingy mabob to get you to where you're going. Which is basically in a big rectangular thingy like that. And technically you don't really need that. Technically you don't need it, because all you really have to do is just to jump over there, glide over here, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. With which you can get these 2 treasure chests, which one of them will contain a orichalcum for you, and haste 2G. So that's another special gummy that you can get for your gummy ship, should you want to make it faster. And yeah, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff there. All right, moving on. So next up, we have this portion that will basically be any speedrunner's nightmare, from what I remember of a particular speedrun. Like this, for example. Looking at Goofy's face where he has no eyes, and apparently he has all the things. And I just gotta say, again, I really like the design of Hollow Bastion. It's like sort of a factory. It, like, on the outside, it's a castle, but it also looks like some sort of factory. And even as you see from the location portrait thing on the on the gummy ship menu or whatever. Yeah, it really does look like a castle, but also a factory. So it's really cool in that respect. Plus, it has the Heartless emblem, but part of it is like concealed, and the other part is just filled with working cogs and gears. It's really cool looking. Really cool. And apparently that's all I have to say, because apparently I lost my train of thought on that. Oh my god. Okay, so here we got a blue trinity. And that will be a mega elixir for you. And 2 other items, like a cottage and a cottage. 2 cottages. Twin cottages. And a Thandagaji. They really like to throw up these gummy ship parts at you. Even though I clearly do not need them anymore. It's all good. It's all good in the end. Is there anything else here? No. Okay. So really, this is the only way to go. Just checking. Just trying to check see if there's anything there. Alright, so easily missable treasure chest right there, so you can get yourself an orichalcum if you want. Oh, and by the way, if you fall down, that doesn't actually count as a game, as like you getting hit or whatever. Instead, it actually makes you fall into the lower portion that you were just at. So, yeah, it's a thing. Here's something I learned from my friend. So, by summoning the Dumbo, he can actually work out very well in your favor. You can either go through all this port, and basically you have to go up here, where you have to somehow lower this. Or, utilizing Dumbo, you can screw up tremendously, but you can actually make it up there thanks to Dumbo being part of a thing. Okay, thank you, God. You can actually make it up there thanks to Dumbo being a big help in helping you get up there. And when you dismiss him, you actually gain a little bit of height. So, yeah, very well worth your time to at least try. Very well worth your time to at least try to get up there, you know, for funsies. Honestly, I would recommend it as sort of a tip for you to try out. It's actually really, really fun and very satisfying once you get it, which means you basically skip part of being on the great crest of the Hollow Bastion just so that you can get up there very easily. But as you definitely saw, I screwed up. So blame the enemies. Blame the enemies. Not me. Blame the enemies. Once again, I'll probably never speedrun anything aside from Kirby boss rushes. Except for Star Allies' True Arena, Ultimate Choice, Soul Melter. No, I will not do that. Donald gets a level up for max HP. And I'm actually going to make it more of a point to try to fight these Heartless, because from here on out, these battles are only going to get a lot harder, a lot trickier. Just, in general, a whole lot more difficult. They really are. So, yeah, I'm going to make it a point to at least try to fight as many Heartless as I possibly can. Alright, so, ooh, I guess technically you can make it up there using Dumbo. I never really tried, but, well, too late for that now because I cleared out the Heartless there and they don't really respawn until you know, or the High Tower, excuse me, the High Tower of Hollow Bastion. I was completely wrong on the area where I was just at. There goes me being completely wrong about things. I am totally to blame for all this. I'm totally to blame. Sora levels up for max AP, so that is very, very good. Oh yeah, and also Bambi. I should probably show off Bambi. That's very adorable. But what Bambi does is very, very useful. Sure, it makes Donald and Goofy go away, but in exchange, you get as much MP as you possibly can. Bambi is just basically an MP drop machine, which is amazing. Goofy learns Berserk and gets a max HP boost. Yeah, seriously, look at our MP right now. We're in the yellow zone. I mean, the battle scene doesn't really go away until, you know, Bambi disappears, but hey, Bambi is really, really useful as sort of a way to gain back your MP. So you can just basically cast as much magic as you possibly need to. That is very, very cool. Very, very cool. And can I make it over here? Yes! Unfortunately, though, it doesn't really mean jack, considering that these guys are really not worth it. Come on, you fools. Come on, I can barely reach you up there. Okay. 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 Yeah, that's okay. That's cool. Try to... yeah. That's, yeah. Don't forget to go down here. Do not forget to go down here to this lift stop. Because this will contain something for you. You got something for you. A royal crown. That's an equipment item. And it reduces fire, ice, and lightning damage by 20%. Raises max MP, but will reduce your strength. So, if you want more summons, more ability to cast magic, then there you go. You have yourself a really, really useful thing. Okay, so hopefully these Heartless will show up again, and I can actually do that. I can actually do my famous trick. No. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I didn't need it anyway. I didn't need it anyway. They can just screw right off. Yeah. Okay, so now on to the real stuff. So, go up here. Glide over here. Because I really don't know how else to do things. That's basically one way to do it. But, sir and or madame, whatever gender you are, please stop. I'm trying to do an outro here and you're just screwing everything up. Okay. So let us use a cottage, one of our 16 cottages, to actually free ourselves up of all the stuff. And right here would definitely be a good place to stop. Next time on Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, we proceed onward to another lift stop, and we'll see what lies beyond. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.